AITAH for not helping our former friend who tried to get my fiancé deported. I, F26, am white and my fiancé, M31, is originally Japan but has pretty much been living here in the States since he was 13 and yes is a US citizen. I also have a group of friends from college and in that group was a woman who we'll call Karen, F25, who is the sister of our friend who I will call Ruth. Ruth, who is a genuinely nice person, was our friend but her sister Karen was the golden child sibling who only hung out with us because she, Karen, cannot maintain IRL friendships of her own in part due to her antisocial tendencies and their mom pretty much pushed us to let Karen hang out with us since Karen was jealous of Ruth having real friends and we only tolerated Karen because of Ruth, who also didn't really want Karen hanging out with us. When Ruth moved here to the Northeast for college from Mississippi, Karen also followed her and their mom pushed Ruth to let Karen stay with her. Unlike the five of us, Karen did not go to college with us, scoffed at the idea of higher education and the only things she knew were what she saw online or whatever her boyfriend of the day was into. Over the years, since gradually became more and more hateful towards the LGBT Jews and immigrants. Bear in mind that my mom is an immigrant from the Czech Republic. Thus we started distancing ourselves from her after first noticing it at around 2020 or so. Ruth unfortunately passed away in 2023 after a biking accident but we continued to allow Karen to hang out with us because of pity I guess. But a couple in our group outright cut her off after Ruth's passing while the rest of us just tried to gradually distance her, hoping she'd get the message or get bored and stop trying to contact us. However, the breaking point was on October last year when Karen reported my fiancé to ICE because she thought or wanted to believe he was an undocumented migrant and when we confronted Karen, the conversation boiled down to that she felt it was wrong for me as a white woman to be with an Asian man and she felt that white girls like me should be with men who look like me and she felt uncomfortable with how my family is very welcoming and accepting of my fiancé. I come from a very liberal upper-middle-class family, and we'd often take my fiancé out with us on family outings be it at our family's vacation home in Lake Champlain or sailing to Block Island on my grandpa's yacht. That said, Karen felt that someone of my status should be with someone who looked like me, saying that my fiancé didn't deserve my family or words to that effect, and that she plainly said she wanted my fiancé deported so she could try to hook me up with the brother of her then boyfriend. Mind you, her then boyfriend, with whom she has a kid with, and his brother are misogynists who constantly shares Andrew Tate interviews, can't hold a job for long, yet expects women to stay home and know their place, whereas my fiancé works in mental health and I work for my grandpa's law firm. After that, the rest of us told her to F off and up until the last week or two we've gone and see with her. That said, after her boyfriend left her and their son I think on December or so, and the government recently froze funding for welfare programs, she showed up at my door with her baby one day to demand that since my family is well off I should help her buy her groceries and ask my grandpa to give her a job since her EBT card was declined and her now ex vanished. I reminded her of how she tried to get my fiancé deported and how I'm not her friend so she should just F off. Apparently she's also been badgering others in our friend group and her mom even called me, telling me off for not helping Karen and trying to justify what Karen did by saying she was just doing what's best for you. I then asked her that since she's Karen's mom, why doesn't she help Karen or take her back, into which the mom said that her new boyfriend doesn't like having Karen or her other kids around. I reminded Karen's mom that Ruth was our friend but Karen is not and we have no obligations to Karen. Sorry if this is long but it pisses me the hell off.